What's going on, guys? This is EasyTech231 here with another video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the AOKP ROM for the Samsung Galaxy S4. So this ROM is based off of stock Android with a bunch of new features. This is based off of Android 4.2. Android 4.2.2. I've tried some 4.3 ROMs for my S4, and with each and every one of those 4.3 ROMs, the keyboard would not work and the back-end menu buttons would not work. So that was pretty unfortunate. But the fact, when you have Android 4.3, not all of the apps that you want are compatible with Android 4.3 just yet. So, that's one thing to consider. So like I said, this one's based off 4.2.2, and let's go ahead and take a look at it. So this is my Galaxy S4 here. Let's go ahead and take a look. This is the lock screen that you get when you first boot up the device. So I have my carrier down there, T-Mobile, and along with stock Android. And this is stock Android. The lock screen shortcuts and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and unlock the phone. And I have the Sunbeam live wallpaper going on here. The live wallpaper that came on the Google Edition phones. The HTC one and the Galaxy S4. So yeah, this is it. This is stock Android. You have the persistent Google search bar up there. You have your app drawer. Now this one, again, like I said, this is AOKP, so it's going to come with a bunch of AOKP stuff. We'll take a look at those in a minute. You have your notification bar. You slide at the bottom. You can switch over, or you can just hit this button up here. You get your settings panel there. Let's see. Let's go and take a look at the settings. Like I said, we're running Android 4.2.2 Jelly Bean. Got the nice Jelly Bean Easter egg there. Fling the jelly beans around. You've seen this a trillion times before. But let's go ahead and take a look at the settings. This is you've got a whole bunch of new things here. You've got the ROM control, you got AOKP OTA that's over the air. You can check for updates, and you have this little switch here. That you can switch to the dark AOKP, which is like a darker theme there. If you can tell, we are running the dark AOKP theme. You may not be able to see it everywhere, but the keyboard will be darker. Things like the messaging will be darker, and just dark, obviously, because it's the dark AOKP theme that's built in. So you can go ahead and turn that off. There you go. So you can also get some themes on the Google Play Store. There are a good number of themes for AOKP and CyanogenMod 10. You've got your kernel settings, device settings, and that's pretty much it for the non-stock Android things on here. But there are so many different settings in ROM control. Let's go ahead and check out ROM control real quick. So you have your about AOKP, and then you have your interface settings here, status bar settings, and your system settings. So it's all broken down very nicely into sub menus, and it's it's really easy to find your way around here. So let's go ahead and take a look at general UI real quick. You can change the transparency settings for the status bar. You can set this all the way down to, let's say, 3. On its way down to 3 as well. And then as you can see, the status bar is now transparent. You may like that, you may not. I prefer to have it dark. When I unlock the screen, you can see that it's also transparent here. And we changed it a little too low, so it's a little brighter than the rest of the lock screen. That's why I just put it so where it's not entirely transparent. I changed it to probably 100% actually. There you go. Now you can see it's all the way black. Also here in ROM controls, you can find you can customize your boot animation. You can download some boot animations, zip files, and flash them in recovery, and then you can have your own custom boot logo, which is pretty cool. Also, what I have going on here, this has nothing to do with the ROM itself. This is something called active notifications. Go ahead and check this out in the Google Play Store. I just happen to have this running. But if you guys know the Moto X that was announced by Motorola and Google, mostly Motorola, they have this whole thing where you can check your notifications instead of having to slide up. It unlocks your phone, or it gives you like this lock screen type effect, and you can you can open it, or you can just unlock the phone. So that's pretty cool. This is active notifications. Go ahead and check this out in the Google Play Store. So there are a whole bunch of settings in here. If you guys want to check this out, you can go ahead and download the ROM and flash it yourself. I'm not going to go through everything. I think that would take just a little too long. Let's go ahead and take a look at something really interesting. You can enable a navigation bar. Even though my Galaxy S4, or all Galaxy S4s have the physical home button here and the touch sensitive buttons on the left and right, but you can actually enable the buttons here like on the Nexus device, which is pretty interesting. You can set the transparency so it matches with everything, so it doesn't look out of place. But it's really cool. It works. It vibrates when you touch it, and you know, it just gives more of that Nexus feel, I guess. But if you have a physical button, it may look a little odd. So I mean, that's pretty much it. You know, there's nothing really, really cool about this ROM other than, you know, the fact that you can customize it as much as you want. Anything you can pretty much just customize. It's You can just do anything with this ROM. It's really nice, and you know, it's still keeping in with the entire stock Android look and feel. I just love having stock Android on my Galaxy S4, and a lot of people are like, well, why would you get a Galaxy S4 if you're just gonna put stock Android on it? Well, I'm a stock Android fan, and you know, I'll enjoy TouchWiz a little bit. You know, it's kind of outdated right now. You know, I think Samsung needs to update it just a little bit to make it look and feel more modern. But with, you know, stock Android, you know, this is 4.2.2 and it's still looking pretty modern. I mean, you know, we've had this kind of look since what, 4.1, and then there's ICS. It looks very similar, but other than that, you know, Google has done a great job with stock Android, and you know, they're only going to do better with Keyline Pi, let's hope. And yeah, so this is stock Android on a Galaxy S4. This ROM is only for the US variants of the Galaxy S4. Just make sure that you know which ROM you're downloading, you know, before you actually, you know, install it on your phone. So just make sure you know what you're doing. Read the instructions that you find on the internet. I'm not responsible for anything. I'm just showing you guys the ROM itself. So there you go. That pretty much wraps up the video for today, guys. I thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe for more videos like this. Follow me on Twitter at EASport23. And if you did enjoy the video, please leave a like and a favorite. And I will catch you guys later. Peace.